in my opinion, this is why marriage is not is high. It doesn't have a high success rate, right? Because people don't understand the contract terms and conditions of what a marriage is. It's a business. It's an arrangement, right? So if you got a marriage and you ain't got no structure, you ain't got no operation agreement, you ain't got no resolution agreement, you ain't got no bylaws, you ain't got no constitution, or you don't even have a declaration, right? This is why the shit is failing, because it's not operating in proper capacity. It doesn't have a solid foundation. You ain't built nothing, right? No administrative task and structure was done to make sure that this thing was gonna, you know what I'm saying, have longevity and be lasting, right? That's the part that was skipped over, the administration. We went right from the courthouse to, you know, love to just, you know, that's it. And that was it. That was the end of it. That's the end of the story, okay? So, it says, occupier and tiller of soil, peasant, husbandman. So, under the word bond as an objective, right, and I just told y'all, I read the definition of husbandman, is the term husbandman. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make this up. I'm telling you. When I tell you, you feel me? You don't even understand the heaviness of the bond of marriage. You're binding yourself to a whole situationship here, right? And if you don't narrate and navigate that motherfucker, sink and fail you may have happen. You feel me? That's really where you're going down. You feel me? So it says the sense of the noun deteriorated in English after the conquest and the rise of the feudal system, from free farmer to serf and slave. The word became associated with unrelated bond and bound. Okay? So, slavery, bondage, we all know the connection on that. Alright? I don't think I have to go to it. You notice that the bond, it talked more about connections, bindings, and the band than it did. It didn't barely say anything about a financial situation, right? But it did mention that in a sense it's an instrument binding one to pay